Hello mga kakumpra! My name is Hope.
I am Hannah.
Welcome back to our channel! How are you guys?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So today guys, in this video, we have a very important announcement.
What?
And that's it.
Are you ready?
We were tested positive for COVID-19 Alpha variant.
Yes, guys, you heard it right. We were positive. That's why we haven't posted for the past 2 weeks.
That's right. And FYI, for your information, I am fully vaccinated already with Sinovac last May. But I was still infected. How's that?
Yeah. So as for VJ, he got his first dose last June 9 and I got mine last June 21 with AstraZeneca vaccine just recently, right?
Yes, and that's why we intend to make this video to give you the right information and to be able to help and guide you what to do.
Yes, but first, let's have a
Disclaimer!
The inputs that we are going to share in this video is based from our personal experience.
So let's get started. Let's try to answer some of your questions that you have in mind, and we will try to explain further.
Okay, so question number 1. Who was infected first? We can actually depict who's who, but based from who showed the first symptoms, it was VJ and me.
And me. So I was the third one.
Yeah.
So VJ, Hannah, and me. By the way, we were in home quarantine, guys. Home quarantine only. So VJ got his fever due to his tonsillitis, which is actually very common, normal for him since he always have this problem, you know. Then after a week, he got runny nose.
What?
So I was already alarmed.
Yes, and that time while VJ got his fever, I also had slight fever as side effect of my first dose. Then aside from my fever, I also suddenly had runny nose.
True, and only me at the time has no symptoms. It means I was asymptomatic. But then I decided to have all of us tested with RT-PCR, and yes, the result was
Positive, right, guys? But guess what? When we got the result, we were not shocked nor sad because actually we embraced it already. And prior to the result, we already took medicines and did some home remedies which are very effective.
That's right. But don't worry, guys. In the next vlog, I'm going to show you the medicines and the home remedies, the power home remedies that helped us get well and recovered in due time, you know?
Yeah. So let's go to question number 2. What are other symptoms? So for this one, right after runny nose, VJ and I got cough but tolerable and we had our sense of smell and taste gone. Yes, completely gone. I eat my food like a robot or it tasted like a cotton. Nothing tasteless like that.
When she eats, she's like, wow, yummy. But actually, there's
I'm just
nothing.
fake.
Yes, guys. And then eventually, while they were having cough, VJ continuously got 39.9 fever. Imagine that. And Hannah got slight fever. And then suddenly, I got clogged nose. That was my first symptom. And the next day after, I lost my sense of smell already and slight of my sense of taste. Good thing, because at that time, I was their chef/nurse. And I can't imagine cooking for them without even tasting the food, you know?
Yeah, that's hard. Yes, and the whole time you were eating only healthy food like soup 3 times a day. And remember, guys, no sugar at this time.
No sugar like chocolates, guys. No sugar.
Yeah.
Imagine, because the virus, according to our research, the virus likes sweet. So if possible, do not.
And cold.
Correct. So do not eat those kind of food that has sugar. Yeah, and don't forget to drink lots of lukewarm water and sleep.
Yeah, and also steam 3 times a day. It's a big health.
And thank God we are now okay.
Only waiting for our next RT-PCR.
So now let's move on to our next question. So most probably you guys are gonna ask us, how come that you were infected where in fact you already got fully vaccinated? Yes, guys. Yes, guys. We can still be infected even if we had the vaccine. You know, the vaccine will basically prevent us from severe infection, like what happened to me. And I am very thankful for that because for the whole time, the only thing that I had was my clogged nose. 100% I was very okay. I was asymptomatic. So that maybe, is it because of my immune system, or most probably that's because of my vaccine. So thank God.
So, guys, the vaccine is not a magic potion, okay? It is a prevention for severe infection. So if you get the chance to have the vaccine, please do so. It is for your protection and for your family.
Correct. The vaccine that you have now is the best one for you actually at this time. Although, you know, at this time you can hear so many news in the internet, like what's the best vaccine? You're gonna travel to this country if you don't have that vaccine. Guys, if I were you, please don't overthink.
Yeah.
You know, and focus on the one that can save you right now, you know, right now, not later, not next time, but right now. Can you imagine if I didn't get that Sinovac vaccine because I will be waiting for the Pfizer to come here in Indonesia? What happens to me, right? If I were to choose, I would like to have that Pfizer or Moderna. But at that time, when we went to the hospital, it was the Sinovac. It was Sinovac only that's available. So I took Sinovac because, you know, just mind over matter. Believe that it's good for you, then it will be good for you. Then it worked for me. You see?
Right. Because this COVID will not end soon. Especially now, we have rising variants from A to Z. So it is important to get protected. And we are thankful because somehow we had our first dose before we were infected. Imagine if we didn't have our first dose. So it will be very, very hard for us to get well already.
Correct. So focus on the ones that will save you. True indeed, we cannot just live with fear all the time.
Yeah.
And we need to go out, go to work, buy food, etc. We cannot just stay at home, hide because we are so afraid to go out. We will get infected. No, be brave enough. The only thing that matters is being cautious. Cautious in everything that you do. Don't open your mask. Don't take off your mask. Take off your mask when you arrived home, when you're at the bathroom, and after all your clothes are already off.
Imagine we did all precautionary things every time we go out, but as the surge gets high here in Jakarta, at the time, VJ got his haircut and removed his mask, then the virus got in. That is a sad realization, and as we recall, we got it.
And you know, for the male, you know, the barber will ask you to
the
get
patilla
part, this one. And as we recall, I think he got that infection because that's the only time that he took off his mask. The rest of us, no, we only took off our mask here at home already because that's part of our routine.
Every time we go out,
we don't need to blame game, you know. After, here's the thing, if you know that someone, a family member or a friend got infected, you don't need to point fingers like, because of this, because of that. And please don't blame them. If possible, do not say harsh words. Instead, give encouragement. Capital encouragement. Caps lock.
Yeah, those encouragement are powerful motivation for anyone who feels down. So if you can say nice words, just pray in silence.
Exactly. And we are very blessed because all of our friends here, the Filipino community, the Filipino friends, my co-teachers of us, our bosses, are very kind. They even give us food, fruits, and offered assistance since day one. And shout out to you guys. You know who you are. We still have our foods there overloaded on the table.
And lastly, this is for everyone, okay? If you feel that you have a COVID-like symptoms like body pain,
Mhm.
fever,
Mhm.
runny nose,
Mhm.
and cough, don't be afraid. Face it. Go get tested ASAP.
100% correct. The reason why I think, yeah, there are a lot of COVID patients died because we have this so-called denial state.
Yeah.
We actually knew it in our heart that we have something in our body, but then we try to ignore it like, it's okay. This is just a common flu. Common flu and COVID, I thought at first before was just like the same. Yeah. I said if I will have this clogged nose or cough or something, I'm not gonna go tested ASAP because I was like, at this time, if you will go, you have cough and blah blah blah, it's already COVID and something. Yes, guys, I thought it was like that before, but then later on, as I get infected, I realized that this COVID is so far different from the basic flu, the common flu, because this virus is infecting all over your body. So sometimes when you have your fever and your fever is well the next day, then you will have stomach ache or acid reflux.
Yeah.
And then if you are already okay with your cough, suddenly you will have diarrhea.
Diarrhea. Every day.
Every
COVID.
day something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have no diarrhea, no runny nose, no cough, suddenly you will have headache.
Super headache.
Really, and you cannot even sleep well because it really hurts. So this virus is working on your body, all your parts of the body, your system is they're trying to infect. That's why every day you will have different kinds of problem or feeling, something like that, and it's not good.
So if you can't get tested because it is expensive, then do your thing. For clogged nose, you can steam with ginger 3 times a day.
Right.
For cough, drink boiled ginger with lemon and honey 3 times a day.
That's right. And for fever, guys, this is true. Because actually, when BJ got a very high fever, we cannot really sleep well.
Yeah.
Hannah was like doing the
Cold
compress,
compress.
okay, on the head, while I'm doing the foot massage because the effectivity of paracetamol is only for 2 hours. Can you imagine? And his fever is 39.9. What? So we cannot sleep properly. And at that time when I cannot sleep, I was doing my research and I come up with the boiled ginger plus honey. So I tried it the next day and miraculously it helped.
Yeah.
Promise. So it means to say that if it worked for him, most probably it will also work for you. So try for your fever, you try to boil ginger. You scrape the ginger, guys, and then you are going to boil it and put a little bit of honey. But if you don't have the honey, then you can just drink it, 3 times a day. And for your throat, gargle lukewarm water with salt 4 times a day, or if necessary, and please do research, guys, for some home remedies that will help you, because I did that.
Yes, because ignorance excuses no one. And if you think it is worse, then please go to the doctor. But remember, prevention is better than cure.
And so please steam and gargle every time you go home from work, or if you are from the outside world. So when you go home, that's the thing that you will do. Make it a routine. Gargle and steam right after you take a bath. Right.
That's it, guys!
Shout out to everyone who showed love.
And because of that, we have our suman for you all!
Right. We are now back to our regular programming. So next week, guys, abangan for our next vlog. We are going to teach you the home remedies and herbal medicines that worked for us. Actually, it was not very expensive because we only did the home remedies and herbal medicines that can be bought easily outside.
So guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep safe, everyone, and let's pray together.